Oh, what's that? A book? The PvP Beginner's Guide? Well, I don't need that, of course. Hold on. So you need a beginner's PvP guide? Alright. Then you clicked on the right video. But before we start, I want to tell you something. Everything I tell you is from my long game experience with Kurtzpel. PvP is definitely not a beginner friendly, and it will take you some time to get used to it. But that's why you clicked on this video, right? Let me just start with the basics of Kurtzpel. In Kurtzpel there are two types of roles you can play. There is the Slayer, that is focused on damage dealing, and there is the Breaker, that's focused on break damage. And these roles are again divided into classes. We call them karmas. A really important thing for beginners is to play only two karmas. One Breaker karma and one Slayer karma. If you start playing all karmas at the same time, you lose knowledge of that karma you just played, because every karma, and of course you, have their own playstyles. I am, for a good example, Scythe and Dwellsmith. Now you're asking, what is break damage? Well, then let's get to the next topic. So in this game, every player has this bar above his health. We call it the Breaker Shield, and this bar increases on some command skills and abilities. Breakers can break people with one hit, but some Slayers can't and need more than one hit. We call it a break when the opponent loses all its Breaker Shield. He then gets into a state where he can't use any skills and can only dodge out of your combo. But more of that at another point of this video. This bar is one of the most important things that you have to keep an eye out, because this bar tells you what you have to do and how you have to approach your opponent. Because if you start running into a person with this bar without thinking, it's like... So next time you see a person with this Breaker Shield, think twice and run away. Now you're thinking, is running always the only option? That's why we are here now. In every game there's a counter, like in Kurtzpel. You just need enough knowledge how to approach every karma and ability. But that's why you have the training ground, where you can let the dummy play a specific ability and find out how to counter it. So you don't have to run away from the person with a higher Breaker Shield. You just have to get used to it and remember how to counter it. But actually, running isn't a bad idea sometimes. You just don't run every time. It makes the enemies toxic, and it's called in the Kurtzpel community Eski Gaming. Eski Gaming? You understand? Combos are what you do to hold the person in your control. You always do combos to hold the person in one spot and to make damage. When the opponent hits the ground, he can dodge, and so you can't continue the combo anymore. So you have to start all over again. Without combos, you are useless. So try to find your own or copy some of your opponent. But how do I make combos? Well, first of all, don't go all in with Slayers. You don't run with the Slayer into a person. You should run around with a Breaker and try to pick him up. The pickup is the start of your combo most of the time. So there are many ways to start a combo. You can use abilities or you can use command skills. So there are many ways to start a combo. You can use abilities or you can use commands, like one of the most used one in combat, double Y plus left mouse button. After this, you can press the space and continue with punching. After this, just again double Y plus right mouse button and loop, and loop. This is one of the most easiest combos you can do. Again, combos are divided into ground combos and air combos. Every karma have their own unique air and ground combos. When you do combos on ground, you have more control over what are you doing right now. But when you are in the air, you can't dodge, and so you are stuck in there and ready to get attacked by an enemy. If you want another video how to do combos with every karma, then let me know in the comments. Even if only one person asks, I will upload one. Kurtzpel is a 2 vs 2 or 3 vs 3 game, and not a 1 versus 2 or 1 versus 3. So try to play this game with friends, because searching 3 versus 3 or 2 versus 2 solo makes you mentally ill. How? Well, your teammate makes a mistake and you lose the match. Then it's all the fault of your teammate. And this makes you mad. When you don't have a friend, just join a guild. There are plenty of guilds you can find. Just press air and go on guild. After hitting level 18 in PvE, the game asks you to join a guild through a mission. So teamwork. When your friend is in a combo, help him or try to help him out of the combo by breaking him. There are many abilities in this game that can get your friend out of a combo. Like this one, or this one, or even this command attack. But you can as well ignore your friend and try to catch the other enemy and combo that one. You don't need to always help your friend, because who needs a teammate, right? So the ultimate is always divided in two groups. There is the active ultimate that makes you invulnerable by usage, and there is the passive ultimate that gives you a buff. This buff changes on every karma. But there is another way of using your ultimate, as a second chance. What is a second chance, you ask? So, in this game you can die 100% after 2 Slayer combos. But with the ultimate, you can ult break out of the combo when you press Q. That means you can use the ult break to get away from near death. So don't use your ultimate when you have it. Go back and heal up if you have the time, and then think about how to use it. Let me know if you want me to rank every ultimate in Kurtzpel. Please don't forget that you can't use the ult break while you're stuck in an active ult. When you hit tab, you switch your karma. Simple, right? Well, let me tell you that this tab is really important. You use it to switch your playstyle like a fighting position. When you play with the breaker, you're trying to get the enemy in your combo. Then you switch with the tab to your slayer to deal the damage. Please note that the slayers are really different from breaker combos. It needs some time to get used to it, switching karmas while combos. But it's really simple when you find it out. Also, if you do attack and then tap, you do a hard tap. After the hard tap, you're stuck on that karma until the cooldown runs away. You use this hard tap when you want to lift your opponent or when you want to do a fast finisher with damage. Again, this hard tap is different on every karma. You have a hard tap on the ground and in the air. So remember how to use every hard tap on your karma. When you do combos, this new bar on top of the person shows up. We call this bar combo limiter, cause when this bar hits 100%, you or the person you combo gets out of your attacks like shown. But when you play with a slayer, then this bar reaches a red state after 11k damage. Also, it's impossible to get somebody into the red state while using double breaker, because double breaker, like I said at the beginning of this video, is always focused on breaking and getting the person into a combo. While you are in the red state, you take less damage and the number goes 2 times faster up. This combo limiter is in this game to give people a better chance in neutral gameplay, and that you don't die after one combo. So Kurtzpel is 100% free to play, because this game is 100% based on skill. There is nothing right now in this game that can influence you. You can only buy progress, like that your karma starts with level 4, or you can buy cosmetics. If you don't want to buy cosmetics, then you'll have to farm PvE. I would recommend you to reach at least level 18, because you get these magic stones through a mission. These magic stones are really important, because you use them to roll your stats at your clothing. And those stats play a big role in PvP. On your clothes and cosmetics are stats. These stats can be rolled by going to this table right here. There you can roll on blue magic stones or on grey magic stones. The blue magic stone gives you either an epic stat or a legendary stat. The grey magic stone rolls with all 4 types of rareness, and it costs you a bit of CP as well. For PvE, the most neat stat is max HP. You can scale this up to a maximum of 6000 more HP. You then have 20,000 HP, then just 18,000 HP. And this is a must need for a PvP. There is nothing else you need. If you are over the top, just like me, then just roll away the purple ones. And now, the best stats you can roll as well. Action speed, crit rate, movement speed. The rest is up to your mind, because nobody plays with the other stats. So good luck on your rolls. I hope you found this beginner's guide useful. If you still have any questions or you want to see more guide videos, then let me know in the comments. My idea, or what I would do, is to make a full combo guide for every Kama just to help you guys. I'm also live on Twitch, so if you want to see me there, then check out my bio.